asked an interesting question the other day, and this is actually something that kind of only applies to QuantView, honestly, because we are the only firm in this exact space that's focusing on futures prop traders, and very specifically with automation. Okay, now, there's plenty that focus on automation, but by and large, they're forex firms. By and large, because they leverage MetaTrader. Um, Now there are other futures tradings firms, but most of them they more focus on manual stuff because they're not focused on prop automation because all the third-party solutions, honestly, they suck because the latency is terrible. So we're the only ones that are in this niche, right? And that is something really, really unique. So I get asked this question a lot. I get asked, what are you gonna do when QuantView gets so big, all of the algorithms are running at the same time and they start to affect market order flow? Super cool question. Okay. Very, very interesting. And it's a good question because whoever asked that is aware of the way the markets work. So that's good. But because of the space that we're in, 90, maybe even 95% of our traders trade in prop firms. Prop firms, by and large, are synthetic trading. A synthetic fill in a sim account does not affect the real market. So we can be trading 100,000 contracts at once. It's not going to affect a real market fill. So that's one reason why that's probably the biggest reason why, no matter how big we get, it's probably actually never going to affect market fills. And even if that does become the case, that's really only an issue when you look at like HFT, and we're not going to get into HFT. HFT is just, if you want to do real HFT, you need to go buy a rack inside of the exchange in Chicago. It's going to cost you $20,000 a month just for the rack space. So go do that. Have fun with that. And there's no reason to trade HFT unless you have some sort of crazy you got some sort of crazy algorithm. But